Hey guys, I just top 13 at Louisville Regionals playing Barriers 9, and I just want to do my deck profile. I ran 2 Jougans. This card was really good. There's many times where I resolved the effect and it was just a blowout. My friend dathered me playing this card because the low attack is only 200 attack, but I decided to play it just because it covers more cards as opposed to just barrier statues to cover a specific attribute. I played 3 False Dino, obviously, one of the best cards in the deck. 3 Win. At first, I was very skeptical. I was like, what if I run into Wind Witches or some, or Magic Spectre or Spearoids and stuff like that? But towards the end, I'd rather had bite the bullet instead of playing like a water statue, run into Paleozoic, which I saw a lot, or light statue, which I seen like 2 Blue Eyes players, and I beat them too. So I'm glad I put the wind statues instead of the light or dark, or just because it was a better call. But I think next time though, in order to just not get destroyed by Wind Witchers or whatever, I'll probably just mix and match the statues just to be safe. And that was it for the monsters. That was 8 monsters. Now on for the spells. 1 Regeki, staple. 3 Paw Dualities, staple. 3 Forbidden Lance. This card was really good. Sometimes your opponent has, all the time, your opponent's running cards that don't destroy anymore. So like Compulse or for Breakthrough Skill. Yeah, Breakthrough Skill. And this card just an out to that, so this card is really good. Also, I run 3 cards of Demise. This card's stupid. This card's so good. Every time I drew it and I resolved it, it was broken. I usually either won the game or at least gave them a run for their money. So this card is really good. I ran 1 Dark Hole, 1 Upstart. I only ran 1 Dark Hole because I have one-sided. I don't want to see too much spells and not enough protection, so I ran the Dark Hole for that. 1 Upstart for consistency. For my other spells, I ran 1, 2, 3 Moon Mirror Shield. At first, I was very skeptical about running this. I wanted to run Mage Power, but Mage Power was, through my experience, it was only good according to your back row that you had. So this card's actually good by itself. It gets over anything. It gets over, gets around Honest. It gets around Alistair. It gets around if they have a Lance as well. So that's why I ran 3 of these. And one match during when I was facing my opponent, he MST'd this, and then I paid 500, put it on top of my deck, and just upstarted, drove it back, and just attacked over his monster. You should have seen his face. It was priceless. That's it for my traps. I believe I run 4, 7, 10, 12, 15 spells. Now for my traps, I run 3 Dark Bribe. This card was very good. I resolved it many times against Chainburn. that was the main deck that this card put in work, because it literally just stops the chain. So, and then it just stops them in their tracks, and they gotta find another way around this. The second game, I usually sided this out, and I put in MSTs, Twin Twisters, just because I'm going second, and I want to disrupt their board instead of having to set this and possibly run into a Denko Seka and have this really dead. And also, I was afraid of Imperial Orders. That's why I put the MSTs. I'll tell you a scenario. A scenario that I seen. First game I played against a Zodiac player. He was maining. I seen his Imperial Order. First game. So I was very playing. I was playing safe. Second game, I was like, all right, if I card the Demise, and if he Imperial Orders, it's gonna be really bad for me. So I had a set MST, and so that I had set last turn. So I activated card Demise, And just in case he had to flip the Imperial Order, I would have MST'd it, but that's why I took these out instead of keeping them in. One Solemn Warning, because I could only run one. 3 Solemn Strike. This card put in so much work. Oh my god. Like, this card, MVP, one of the best cards in my deck, next to Cards of Mice. I've seen it a lot, and either I used it and resolved it, and I got ahead, or I lost, so it's one of those. 1500 is, like, way worth it. Especially, I got this, resolved this many times, and it helped a lot against, like, when they made Totally Awesome, or against Swap Frog to prevent him from thinning out his deck, to finding out or whatever. This card was really good, and I wouldn't take it out. I run 3 Mirror Forces. This card's a staple. Well, at least to me, but oh shit, my bad. Towards the mid regionals, I've noticed this card was kind of bad. It was good, but it was bad. I mean, because usually your opponent is playing something around this, so like My Body's a Shield or Starlight Road or anything like that. So this card is really good, just to clear boards though. But I would probably switch this out for another Storming Mirror Force. So that card is really good though. For my other Mirror Forces, I ran 2 Storming Mirror Forces. This card was good because it actually won me a game one time against Paleozoic. They attack with their traps after you special summon them. And I just returned them. I had to read it 2 times because I was reading the Paleozoic card. I thought when it's sent to instead of saying it's sent to the giver, to get him from play. So I didn't want to shuffle the traps back to his hand, but the Paleozoic card, it said that it just banishes it when it's removed from play, when it's removed from the field actually. So this card is really good in doing that. For my protection cards, as far as traps, I ran 2 swords. The only reason I ran this over the other one was because this card, only 2, because this card was you gotta equip it and it stays, and that's the only drawback. So yeah, I ran 3 Phantom Nightwings. This card's good because it's chainable, 500 attack boost. It's really good. For my extra deck, it's just a troll. Norden, Thousand Dragon, the DDD guy, another DDD guy, Vermilion Sparrow, 2 Lightning Shindori. I could have made it with the Wind Statues, Castel, Utopia, and Ivigishki, Marrowguest. Onto my side deck, 2 Banishers, really good. Jaugen, that's won me a game against Chainburn. Chaos Trap Hole, scared of Denko Sekka Jinzo. Trap's done. This is for burn. Dark Hole, extra Dark Hole. 2 MSTs because I hate back row. 3 Twin Twisters just because it's Twin Twisters and it's really good. I won all my games and I lost. I won X2. I lost to Metaphos. It was a 60 card Metaphos. It was like Metaphos / Zodiacs. And my other game loss was to Paleozoics. First game I played against Spirals. The second game I played against Blue Eyes. Third game I played against Paleo. I beat them one. Fourth game I lost to Metaphos. Fifth game. It's all hard to remember. It's just a big blur. I think I played, oh yeah, 5th was Chainburn, and then 6th was Blue Eyes, 7th was my game loss, and 8th was Zodiacs. And that is it for my deck profile. Thank you very much.